The streets of cities around the world are changing. A new kind of car is appearing, the affordable electric vehicle. These EVs are not just for the wealthy anymore. They are becoming increasingly popular with everyday drivers. And leading this charge is China. Chinese automakers have flooded the market with EVs priced under $10,000. These vehicles are stylish, practical, and technologically advanced. They offer a compelling alternative to gasoline-powered cars. This surge in affordable EVs is not just a trend, it's a revolution in the making. This revolution is transforming the automotive landscape. It is also having a profound impact on geopolitics, international trade, and the environment. China's dominance in the EV market is not accidental. It is a result of meticulous planning and strategic execution over many years. This dominance is the result of a strategic plan that has been years in the making, involving multiple facets of the industry and government. Three key factors have contributed to China's success: battery production, vertical integration, and strong government support. Each of these elements has played a crucial role in shaping the landscape of the Chinese EV market. First, China controls a significant portion of the global EV battery supply chain. This control is not just about manufacturing, but extends to the raw materials needed for battery production. The country is home to some of the world's largest battery manufacturers, such as CATL and BYD. These companies have invested heavily in research and development to improve battery efficiency and reduce costs. This gives Chinese automakers a significant cost advantage, allowing them to produce electric vehicles at a lower price point compared to their international competitors. This cost efficiency is a major factor in the widespread adoption of EVs in China. Second, China has fostered a vertically integrated EV industry. This means that Chinese companies control many parts of the supply chain, from raw materials to manufacturing and even recycling. This vertical integration allows for greater efficiency and cost savings, as companies can streamline operations and reduce dependency on external suppliers. It also enables quicker innovation and adaptation to market changes. Finally, the Chinese government has been a strong supporter of the EV industry. This support has come in various forms, including financial subsidies, tax incentives, and favorable policies that encourage both production and consumption of electric vehicles. It has provided generous subsidies and incentives to both automakers and consumers. For instance, consumers can receive significant rebates on the purchase of electric vehicles, making them more affordable and attractive. This multi-pronged approach has allowed China to become a global leader in EV production. By combining robust battery production, vertical integration, and strong government support, China has created a thriving EV ecosystem that is difficult for other countries to replicate. As a result, Chinese electric vehicles are not only dominating the domestic market, but are also making significant inroads into international markets. This global expansion is a testament to the effectiveness of China's comprehensive strategy in the EV sector. Chinese EV makers are not just competing on price, they are also pushing the boundaries of technology. Chinese EVs are packed with advanced features, including AI-powered driver assistance systems, cutting-edge battery technology, and seamless integration with smart infrastructure. Many Chinese EVs come equipped with sophisticated AI systems. These systems offer a range of features, from lane keeping and adaptive cruise control to self-parking and driver monitoring. These features enhance safety and convenience for drivers. Chinese companies are also at the forefront of battery innovation. They are developing batteries with higher energy density, faster charging times, and longer lifespans. Furthermore, China is building a robust EV charging infrastructure. This includes a network of fast charging stations, battery swapping facilities, and smart grids that optimize charging efficiency. This focus on technology gives Chinese EVs a competitive edge in the global market. Global shift: China's EV exports and the reshaping of the auto industry. The automotive landscape is undergoing a seismic shift, driven by the rapid rise of electric vehicles, EVs, from China. This transformation is not just about new cars on the road, it's about a fundamental change in how the world approaches transportation, energy, and even geopolitics. The rise of affordable Chinese EVs is having a ripple effect across the global auto industry. These vehicles, known for their cost-effectiveness and advanced technology, are making electric mobility accessible to a broader audience. This democratization of EVs is pushing other automakers to rethink their strategies and offerings. Chinese automakers are rapidly expanding their exports, targeting both developed and emerging markets. This aggressive expansion is backed by significant investments in production capacity and international marketing. The goal is clear: to establish a strong foothold in key markets around the world. This surge in exports is creating new challenges and opportunities for international automakers. On one hand, they face increased competition from Chinese brands that offer high-quality EVs at lower prices. On the other hand, there are opportunities for collaboration and innovation as the global market for EVs continues to grow. In Europe, Chinese EV brands are gaining traction with their competitive pricing and appealing features. European consumers, known for their environmental consciousness, are increasingly considering Chinese EVs as viable alternatives to traditional brands. This shift is prompting European automakers to accelerate their own EV development and marketing efforts. In Southeast Asia, Chinese automakers are investing heavily in local production and charging infrastructure. These investments are not only boosting local economies, but also ensuring that Chinese EVs are well-positioned to dominate the market. The establishment of local manufacturing plants and charging networks is a strategic move to reduce costs and increase market penetration. This global expansion is putting pressure on traditional automakers to accelerate their own EV production. Companies that have long relied on internal combustion engines are now racing to develop competitive electric models. The shift is not just technological, but also cultural, as these companies adapt to a new era of mobility. It is also sparking trade tensions, as some countries worry about the impact of Chinese competition on their domestic industries. Governments are grappling with how to balance the benefits of affordable EVs with the need to protect local jobs and industries. Trade policies and tariffs are becoming tools in this complex economic landscape. The shift towards EVs also has significant implications for oil-producing nations. As the demand for gasoline and diesel declines, these countries face economic challenges. The transition to electric mobility is not just an environmental issue, but also a major economic shift that could reshape global energy markets. As EV adoption increases, demand for gasoline and diesel is expected to decline. This trend is already visible in many countries where EV sales are surging. The decline in fossil fuel demand is prompting oil companies to diversify their portfolios and invest in renewable energy sources. This could lead to economic and geopolitical shifts in the coming decades. Countries that adapt to the new energy landscape will likely emerge as leaders, while those that cling to old paradigms may find themselves left behind. The rise of Chinese EVs is just one piece of a larger puzzle that is reshaping the global economy and the balance of power. Challenges on the road: overcapacity, environmental concerns, and market saturation. Despite the rapid growth of China's EV industry, there are challenges ahead. One concern is overcapacity. The country has invested heavily in building a vast network of factories and production lines dedicated to electric vehicles. This rapid expansion has led to an impressive output capacity, but it also raises questions about sustainability and market demand. China has built a massive EV production capacity, but it remains to be seen if the global market can absorb such a large supply. The sight of parking lots filled with unsold electric vehicles is becoming more common, highlighting the potential mismatch between production and demand. This overcapacity could lead to significant financial strain on manufacturers if they are unable to find buyers for their products. This could lead to price wars and consolidation within the industry. As manufacturers compete to sell their vehicles, they may be forced to lower prices, which can erode profit margins. In the long run, this intense competition could result in some companies being driven out of the market or forced to merge with others to survive. Another challenge is the environmental impact of EV production. While electric vehicles are often touted as a green alternative to traditional gasoline-powered cars, the reality is more complex. The production process, especially the manufacturing of batteries, is resource-intensive and can have significant environmental consequences. While EVs themselves produce zero tailpipe emissions, the manufacturing process, particularly battery production, can be energy-intensive. The extraction of raw materials like lithium, cobalt, and nickel, which are essential for battery production, often involves environmentally damaging mining practices. China relies heavily on coal for electricity, so the environmental benefits of EVs can be offset by the carbon footprint of their production. The reliance on coal-fired power plants means that the electricity used to charge EVs may still be contributing to greenhouse gas emissions, undermining the overall environmental benefits of switching to electric vehicles. Finally, there is a risk of market saturation. As more and more EV models enter the market, competition is intensifying. Consumers now have a wide array of choices, which can make it difficult for individual brands to stand out. As more and more EV models enter the market, competition is intensifying. This increased competition can be a double-edged sword. On one hand, it drives innovation and can lead to better products for consumers. On the other hand, it can also result in market fragmentation, where no single company can achieve the scale needed to be profitable. This could make it difficult for some automakers to survive, particularly those that are slow to adapt to the changing market dynamics. companies that fail to innovate or manage their production efficiently may find themselves struggling to keep up with more agile competitors. In the end, the EV market's future will depend on how well these challenges are addressed and whether the industry can find a sustainable path forward. The road ahead, implications for drivers, automakers, and the planet. The rise of affordable Chinese EVs is a transformative moment in the history of the automobile. For drivers, it means greater access to affordable, sustainable, and technologically advanced vehicles. For automakers, it presents both a challenge and an opportunity: adapt to the EV revolution or risk being left behind. The implications for the planet are significant. The widespread adoption of EVs could help reduce greenhouse gas emissions and mitigate climate change. However, it is crucial to address the environmental impact of EV production and ensure the sustainability of the battery supply chain. The road ahead for the EV industry is full of both promise and uncertainty. One thing is clear: the future of mobility is electric, and China is leading the charge.